Hi everyone, I hope you're well. Today I'll be covering the OneXPlayer 2. I was one of the first backers of the Indiegogo campaign, so I have had my unit for a few weeks now, and to be completely honest, it's taken me quite a while to get my thoughts together on it. One thing I will say though, the Indiegogo campaign did come with a load of goodies for early backers, including a case, stickers, t-shirt, hat, micro SD card, glass screen protector and thumb grips, which were certainly a nice surprise. So the OneXPlayer 2 has AMD's 6800U CPU, an 8.4-inch 2.5K screen, and then starts at sliding scale config of 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigabyte storage, and goes up from there. The audio has been certified by Harman, has a drift-free joysticks, and a 17,100 mAh battery. Of course, the big differentiator between the OneXPlayer 2 and the other 6800U's handhelds are the detachable controllers. These are very Switch-like on a surface level comparison, but unlike the Switch, the OneXPlayer 2's detachable controllers do not have built-in batteries, so will not work independently away from the handheld without the optional controller adapter, which isn't currently due until April, so I've not yet received mine. I have received the optional keyboard adapter though, which unfortunately was my first quirk experience with the OneXPlayer 2. I was a huge fan of the original OneXPlayer and actually had to use it as my primary device for a short while, so I had quite a lot of time with the old keyboard attachment, and the new one is just slightly lackluster in comparison. The magnet attachment works a lot better this time round, snapping into place with minimum resistance, but once it's attached, it feels a bit more wobbly, and the trackpad is definitely a step backwards, with it feeling a lot less reliable than the old one. So, as you can see, I chose the white model, which does look good overall, with slightly toned down hardcore gamer signage than the black variant. Without the controllers attached, it essentially looks like the thick tablet it is, with a USB-C and magnet attachment at the bottom, slots on either side for the controllers, and a micro SD card slot, USB-A port, USB-C charger port, headphone jack, and the Turbo 2 programmable and power buttons on top. The USB-A port is super handy, everything is well positioned and relatively minimal, but I do miss the dedicated volume and mute buttons from the original and still press the programmable buttons by accident occasionally. The kickstand is still a very useful addition, and the controllers do slide on easily and make complete sense once you've done it a few times, but I'm so used to the Switch that at first I try and slot rail the OneXPlayer's controllers in the same way straight from the top, which actually closed off. So instead with the OneXPlayer 2, you position them about a quarter of the way up and then slide down the rest of the way. It's still very easy to attach and detach the controllers, it's just different. It is a bit of a shame that without the detachable controller accessory, detaching the controllers serve no real purpose at the moment, other than making it appear less gamey from a distance. I'm going to reserve full judgment until I've received and tried out the adapter, but from first impressions, I do prefer the original's attached controller approach. When attached, the controllers do feel secure overall, but obviously there's that hairline gap between the tablet and controller, and a slight bit of wobble on the bottom halves of the controllers, which I'm not sure is just worth having the controllers detachable, especially when they don't work without the optional add-on. The ergonomics aren't bad by any means, but it has taken me a lot longer to get used to them when compared to the original OneXPlayer. Because the controllers don't have internal batteries, all the weight is in the centre of the tablet, so it's very middle heavy. The D-pad is positioned slightly too far to the right for my personal taste, which makes them having to adjust my position when playing anything D-pad centric, and the act of shifting positions is slightly tricky due to that centre weight. The joysticks have a good amount of travel to them. The included caps add a bit of bulk to them too. That's actually quite nice due to taking a little off the travel between the face buttons and the joysticks. Speaking of the face buttons, they're certainly the highlight of the controls and feel similar to an Xbox controller, but with a slightly softer, glossier feel to them. The shoulder buttons are very big and wide, a tad too far for me, as the back shoulders have too much travel combined with a hard under edge, and the front shoulders are just too long, giving them a slight hollow feel to them. I've captured quite a lot of 6800 footage on the channel already, so the gameplay footage is slightly shorter than normal, but I'll cut to that now and summarise up at the end.
Lock-off backpack for storing items and equipment. It utilizes a quantum singularity to shrink items placed within it, then restores them to their original size upon extraction.
Yeah, weird science, huh? It's like we're living in sci-fi times or something.
What, are you nervous?
Round one. Get ready. Fight! KO!
Yeah!
Round two. Get ready. Fight! KO!
So overall, I personally wasn't as impressed with the OneXPlayer 2 than I was with the original. It's far from a write-off and will continue to improve once the controller adapter is available and OneXPlayer's Windows overlay software evolves, but given the amount of competition 6800 handhelds have at the moment and the quality we've seen elsewhere, combined for the love for the original, I was personally hoping for a bit more with the OneXPlayer 2. That's it for now though. Hey, let me know what you think, and thanks so much for watching.